back again to take another loving look at the ever so fertile work of scare cinema sirens. If you recall, last time we delved into the dainty and not so dainty darlings of the world of horror, uncovering the likes of the late Ingrid Pitt, Carolyn Monroe, Beverly Garland, and Veronica Carlson. And now we go further beyond the valley of the Scream Queen Brigade with Ghoulie Irv's Revenge of the Beautiful Screamers Review. Of course, the idea of wowsome women yelping for help goes back into cinema history. Who can forget Mary Philbin, petrified after unmasking Lon Chaney in 1925's The Phantom of the Opera? Even though it was a silent movie, you can still hear her shrieking at the sight of Chaney's eerie attributes. Then there was Fay Wray, coddled by a huge gorilla in 1933's King Kong. Fate had Fay replacing screen siren Jean Harlow, who the producers originally wanted. We guess the filmmakers also figured brunettes weren't right for such monkey business, since natural brunette Fay wore a blonde wig for the part. Flash forward decades later to the 1970s, when Jamie Lee Curtis stepped into the cinematic shower of scares similar to what Mom Janet Leigh took to screen infamy in Hitchcock's Psycho. Jamie played the babysitter terrorized by a mass killer in John Carpenter's 1978 indie sensation Halloween. The only true teenager on the film set, Jamie was paid a measly $8,000 for her efforts, but it launched her Scream and Scream Again career. She went on to appear in such other shockers as The Fog, Prom Night, Terror Train, Road Games, several Halloween sequels, and Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Ruff! Meanwhile, Halloween director Carpenter hooked up in real life with top-heavy Maude co-star Adrienne Barbeau and put her in The Fog with Jamie Lee after she was clipped out of Halloween. The former go-go dancer went on to co-star in Escape from New York, Swamp Thing, Creepshow, Two Evil Eyes, and the ever-popular Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. That last one, by the way, featured a little-known actor known as Bill Maher. The dude was even politically and cinematically incorrect way back when. A few years earlier, an Erie, that is Erie, Pennsylvania blonde named Marilyn Burns dodged Leatherface and his demented family in Tobe Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Marilyn's screams in that film led her to parts in the Charles Manson TV movie Helter Skelter, Eaten Alive, and Future Kill. So what is the little seen 60-year-old actress doing now? Teaching theater in Texas and starring in a new shudderer called Bone Boys with a batch of other Chainsaw alumni. The Blaxploitation market that was popular in the 1970s gave us some sexy soul sisters worth mentioning. Carol Speed began in showbiz as a singer, working backup for Ode to Billy Joe's Bobby Gentry. But when she played the lead in the possessed Abby, a 1974 African-American salute to The Exorcist, she thought the set was really haunted. Two Blackulas offered comely cuties Denise Nicholas and Pam Grier as the women who have lead bloodsucker William Marshall give fangs for the memories. And the late great Rosalind Cash encountered plague-induced albino zombie vampires with Charlton Heston in The Omega Man, an earlier version of I Am Legend, and Dr. Black and Mr. Hyde. Rosalind had a long and illustrious career in movies, on stage, and in TV, and was even nominated for an Emmy in a PBS production of James Baldwin's Go Tell It on the Mountain. Into the 1980s, we met the likes of Michelle Bauer, who lived another life as porn actress Pia Snow of Bad Girls, and Jane Fonda's bizarre workout fame. The shapely brunette can be seen in Terror Night, Death Row Diner, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, Dr. Alien, and the ever-popular sorority babes in the Slime Ball Bowl-orama. Linnea Quigley and Brink Stevens, Michelle's two co-stars in the seminal 1987 sleaze soiree Nightmare Sisters, went on to illustrious Scream Queen careers as well. Linnea Quigley went on to star in over 80 films, most famously Return of the Living Dead, and both versions of Night of the Demons. At some point, the blonde bombshell decided to give up acting and try to become a cop in Los Angeles, but she failed part of her test. And Brink Stevens, who once worked as an environmental consultant at a nuclear plant and was briefly married to the late Rocketeer creator Dave Stevens, can be seen in Warlords, Phantom of the Mall, Bad Girls from Mars, Jacko, and Caesar and Otto's Summer Camp Massacre, and Caesar and Otto's Deadly Christmas. But modern-day Scream Queens are not only exclusive to the realm of direct-to-DVD movies or late-night cable TV premieres. Consider former child star Sarah Michelle Gellar, the star of the Scooby-Doo movies and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who also has made a name for herself and best assets in The Possession, The Return, and 2 Grudge movies, where she took the part originally offered to Cruel Intentions co-star Selma Blair. Then there's Rose McGowan, the raven-haired starlet known for her wild and sexy parts in Grindhouse, Scream, Phantoms, and the upcoming Conan the Barbarian and Red Sonja. Perhaps her scariest role has been as real-life girlfriend to Marilyn Manson. There are so many other Scream Queens out there, but our latest date with Movie Dread is about to end. But don't you fret. Heather Langenkamp, Shawnee Smith, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Naomi Watts, Barbara Crampton, and Asia Argento we'll be back to pick you up later! Ha 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 ha!